Imagine there are two people sitting in a cafe. One of them reading a book, sipping their coffee, watching people, having a good time and enjoying themselves. And the other person sitting over there, looking at people, sipping their coffee, but there's a longing in their eyes and an emptiness in their heart. So the first person is feeling solitude, which is spending time alone with themselves and enjoying it, and the other person is feeling lonely. Hi, I'm Pooja Punjabi. I'm a psychologist and a therapist. Loneliness is a very underrated feeling and people don't talk about it. Loneliness is usually camouflaged by other feelings and emotions, and it's not paid attention to. You can be in a room full of people and yet feel lonely. There can be people who love you, who are there for you, your family and friends, and yet you feel emotionally disconnected. And that's what loneliness is all about. So loneliness is a forceful feeling where you feel due to external factors you are pushed to being alone. It is not something that you choose and you would want to be in a place like that. It's a very strong sense of emptiness, void that we feel inside us, and we feel that we're not able to either socially connect or emotionally connect to people. Whereas solitude, on the other hand, is a chosen state of being alone, spending time with their own selves, either introspecting, self-reflecting, or spending time in self-care, showing a lot of love, compassion, and respect to their own selves. It is a state that you most enjoy and you learn a lot about yourself. But sometimes long periods of solitude can also lead to a sense of isolating from the social world, and which in the end can cause a lot of bitterness in people. So that can be alarming. If you're spending too much time of solitude is also not healthy. So coming out of the solitude, spending social time with people, with loved ones, is also equally important. A few ways in which we can overcome loneliness, we'll be talking about that. Learn to disconnect from social media. The more we engage in social media, we watch people's lives, we watch how they're living. How much of it is true? How do we know that? We all tend to project a certain life on social media, which is very different from reality. So hence, looking and watching those people, watching how exciting their life is, they're traveling, moving around, can create a more sense of loneliness within us. 2. More social engagements. Try and see that you explore different avenues and friendships, different possibilities. We tend to limit ourselves, putting a lot of restrictions and saying a lot of shoulds, musts and don'ts that I will not be able to do it. It's because we don't want to push our boundaries and get out of our comfort zone, and hence we avoid a lot of social group involvement. So take a step, get out of your comfort zone and engage in social engagements with friends and family. Volunteer. Sometimes doing something nice for other people, it could be join an NGO or a charity work, gives us a sense of purpose, which is a quick remedy for loneliness. We tend to meet people there, we again socialize, and yet there's a bigger purpose and meaning to life. When we are helping other people, we are touching other people's lives as well. When it brings happiness to others, it brings a sense of joy to ourselves as well. That is self-care. So just because we are alone doesn't mean that we have to run from our own selves. If you don't like your own company, who will like it? So spend time with yourself, reflecting, introspecting, journaling, creative writing, just learning a new hobby. Whatever you like doing, do that. It'll help you explore a new aspect to your personality.